That's Fred. Happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers out there. And wherever you are, Mom, happy Mother's Day to you too. I'm not sure if she's still with us, but if she is, I hope she's having a great day. Having a great day. It is the weekend wrap. Weekend wrap, yes. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, did a buttload of information come in after we did GMO Tuesday. I did not have an opportunity to do a follow-up for GMO this week, so I'm going to combine the weekend wrap with the GMO follow-up and Preservation Thursday follow-up. It is the weekend wrap. New Jersey to award tax breaks to an urban farming company, Arrow Farms. This is a vertical farming operation, hydroponics. There is a big issue right now with, is hydroponics organic? Can it be certified organic? And it's not so much that they're using chemicals to grow the food, produce food, or whatever. It's the method of farming, because for those of you who do not know what hydroponics are, you'll get a little, you get a little kind of strainer basket about that big, and it'll have holes in the bottom and everything for the roots, and then the plant's roots hold on to that basket while it's in water that's moving around and aerated, and the water has nutrients, so the nutrients and everything are right there. Kind of like, I don't know if anybody, Schultz. Remember Schultz plant food? You could see all little black dots in it and stuff when you put it in your water. Those are the minerals and nutrients. That's a kind of formula that you would have swirling around in a hydroponic system. And the deal is, because you're not using sustainable practices where you regenerate the soil and stuff like that, it comes the controversy, is it organic or is it not? Myself, I don't think it will get organic certification, but that is not to say it is bad product. I know there's massive strawberry farms, and the reality is this is a better way than the GMO way. Honestly, it is. It is a far better way to produce food on a commercial level, and that's what they're doing. New Jersey is going to give a tax break to the urban farming company, Arrow Farms. It's a 10-year deal. They're going to come in, they're going to set a thing up, and also eMortgage Management, LLC. They're an online kind of mortgage house. But on May 10th, look in the description, folks. I'll have a link to every one of these stories that I'm telling you about, and articles and whatnot. And we'll preview Tuesday coming up here in just a second. But on May 10th, a cabbage farm down by Bakersfield, California, the workers all fell out. They fell sick. They had to stop cutting cabbage. Fortunately, St. Patty's Day is over, and we don't need that cabbage for the corned beef, do we? But they fell, and guess what? Guess what the chemical spray was that drifted and made them ill? Scott Pruitt, go slap yourself right upside your head. This is your fault. Chlorpyrifos. He just said, go ahead and use it. We're not going to take it off the market. It should be taken off the market. Another reason why everybody and their mother should be helping me on my campaign, asking the president, asking Scott Pruitt, asking Mr. Perdue, asking the USDA and the department, the federal drug, the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, asking every one of these, please get the poison out of our food. There is a couple petitions that we should be aware of, and I will have those links in the food. GMO Free USA got a petition circulating on the lawn roundup. I want everybody to remember something now. These products, I'm going to pull something up here, have never been tested for safety. Never. Your animals and children play on your lawn. Keep that in mind when you're spraying this poison on your lawn that's never been tested for safety. Never been tested for safety. Ever. Ever. But go ahead and eat it. It's okay. Never been tested for safety. There is no such consensus on the safety of GM food. A peer-reviewed study of the research from peer-reviewed journals found that about half of the animal feeding studies conducted in recent years found cause for concern. The other half didn't. The other half were paid Monsanto lackeys. Simple as that. In other words, those studies are tainted by some conflict of interest that the article itself denounces in the case of anti-climate change. Again, we're talking about all these morons that want to come up and say, oh, you're a science denier, you're a science denier, you're a science denier, you're a climate denier. I'm not none of the above, okay? But let me explain something to you. When I need a PhD to read what's in my food, we have a problem. And so do you. PhD to read what's in your food. Give me a break. The only consensus that GM food is safe is among industry-financed research. That is the only place that says that food is safe, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't care what they say about Mercola. I don't care what they say about Cerlani. I don't care what they say about the other gal over there. But I think I'll listen to them before I listen to an industry-paid study. And that's very important. We'll be talking about that a little bit more. We're also going to talk about some new technology called CRISPR, Cas9. This is the new wave in GMO. And it's gotten around the GMO definition. So we're going to discuss that a little bit in step. Kudos! The Mexican Supreme Court said no. 10-year battle. Monsanto has been trying to force the farmers in Mexico to grow their crap GMO corn. The Supreme Court said, no, you can't do that. Get out of our country. Tip of the hat. Tip of the hat. Tip of the hat to the Mexican government, the Mexican courts, and oh, by the way, maybe the Mexicans should start considering a wall so that GMO corn don't drift down and pollute their land. Two-way street, two-way street, two-way street. GM Watch is reporting that Bayer says the battle is lost on the debate between the GMO products and this new CRISPR. We'll get into that on Tuesday, GMO Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. GMO Tuesday. Over in India, bad news in India. The ministry, agriculture minister or whatever, he approved that freaky GMO mustard. Man, I love mustards, man. I love mustards. India, one of the number one producers of mustard on the planet, and now it's got GMO crap in it. I don't know. Maybe we better get word out to Vandana Shiva to tell them people over there, no GMO mustard ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Hey, MDG blogger, organicforgreenlivings.com. Go see the gal. She's got some good stuff. She always has good stuff over there. Moving on to property preservation. Property preservation, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. After Preservation Thursday, a couple things came in. It's being reported right now that Spectrum is losing about 65% of their inspections. There goes the volume card. We'll give you volume. We'll give you volume. Yeah. My question right now is this. You have, let me see here, MCS on the ropes, Altisource definitely on the ropes. LPS is no more. But it's just wondering, the Birdsey Group and what was the other one? VRM. They're another one in all this mess. Chargebacks. Chargebacks. I'm going to see if I can't go sit down with an accountant now that tax season's over and see if we can't zero in on this issue. But I have attorneys that say not a bad idea. Let me see. Bishop Inspections LLC has made the watch list. I guess there are a lot of complaints coming in about the way they're doing stuff. Let me see. LPS. Let me see. See, here again. Oh. Let me see here. What was it? What was that I just brought up? Bishop Inspection LLC. This is why he's making the watch list. He sends a QC part of his operation to India. India. Let me ask you something. How in the Sam hell can somebody in India quality control, inspect, and check a job here in the frickin' United States of America? Wake up. Wake up. Think about it. Has he got an eyeball that stretches 487,000 miles? Stop it. Just stop. That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard of. How do you have somebody sitting at a desk in India, QC work here in the U.S.? Number one, it cannot be done. It's impossible for somebody in India to QC something here. Period. I don't care how many photos you send. A QC job is on site. It's with your eyes. It's with a notepad. That's how you do QC. You don't send pictures to India for crying out loud. What kind of moron does that, Mr. Bishop? That's crazy. That's just crazy. Let me see here. I guess Bishop does MCS and CoreLogic, and one of the things that they came up on the radar, MCS, of course, back charging.